Sorry, CoNDOR, you're a bit too late. Sad. Anyway, both races are ready. Good luck. Have fun to both racers. Oh, I accidentally messed with the timer. I predict this match to be a 3-0 for Ocre, but you know, as I was saying earlier, this match, anything can happen because it's Necrodancer. So pillars. My predictions are usually wrong though. Because Necrodance is kind of unpredictable. Which is why a betting league would be fun. No, that's forbidden by staff. I never said anything. Flail in this bloodshot for Wooper. You hate that that's forbidden? I can understand it, but like it's fake money, I think. You never got to bid on anyone in the short time between when people were doing it and and then staff said it's not allowed. Sad. Oh right, you're also banned from. No, but like you can come up with a command system, like some streams do, like Salty Bet, I guess. They have their own betting system with their own currency. Anywho, armor for both players. Always good to have a bit of protection. Ocre's just skipping out on the blood shop after screen watching what Wooper got from it. She figured that it wasn't worth any of the items. Meanwhile, in black there will be a glass rapier. And Ocre quickly picking up a monocle here. Buys the blast helm, but then switches back for 4 bombs total. Uses 1 to bomb towards the exit. Wooper, meanwhile, checking purple for a very good ring. That is the Ring of Regen. That's a pretty big thing for Ocre to miss out on, but does have a Ring of Mana, which can end up being better. Especially with someone who is as good as using spells as Ocre is. But if there are just no spells, which can sometimes happen, then that ring is a complete dud. Yeah, the biggest issue right now with Wooper's build is the lack of damage, but 1 damage flail is one of the better things to be 1 damage on because you can pin enemies against the wall. And you can hit a lot of enemies at the same time as well, but it's still going to be a problem in many, many circumstances. Okay, here's Darkness Transmog for Ocre. Going for weapon, that's a lot of glass weapons. Titanium Spear, that's a lot of whips. Dagger Frost, Glass Harp. Titanium Rapier, okay. And Courage, oh my. Okay. Yeah, Ocre's in a really good spot all of a sudden with the Shrine of Darkness and that Transmog. Gets a pink shovel as well. Like, yeah, sure game. Heal spell in purple. No longer has a Ring of Mana, but still an excellent spell. Meanwhile, Wooper checks black for the Glass Cutlass. Did need the damage up from somewhere, but missing out on the heal spell, which isn't too big of a deal with the Ring of Regen, but extra regen's always nice, but with the glass weapon, it's it's gonna be a bit rough because you don't want to take hits anyway, so you can't really take advantage of regen. Oh, that parry on that Grey Goblin. That would have been real bad. Oh, there goes the glass. Oh, needs to figure out how to get around this ice. Okay, slides onto the glass shard. In the arena, there's a Blood of Warhammer on 3-3. Which still is a 1 damage weapon, but it's not a shard. Yeah, pretty lackluster shop without any weapons for Wooper to take advantage of. There's a base staff here, which is, yeah, very lackluster. But it's not a glass shard. You can hit multiple enemies with it, which is cool. Oh, Ryder. Parker hits eats the food. But yeah, lack of damage is being a pretty big issue right now. As Ocre continues to push ahead. Oh, Darkness Ogre for Ocre? It's... that was weird. Okay. Has courage to just courage through dangerous hits. A miner's cap in a barrel for Ocre. I don't think she'll take it. Has to spend a bomb or something. Actually, yeah, far enough ahead that move dig isn't gonna matter all too much. And with darkness as well. Misplacing? No, okay. That was probably an intentional bomb on the Golem then? Not sure. Still though, following up the magic carrot from earlier with the magic chicken for 4 full heart containers, Ocre is really safe now. Yeah, I think Ocre's just choosing not to take the miner's cap due to safety reasons, knowing that she is decent enough ahead that she can keep the considerable lead without needing to take the miner's cap, which can put her in some pretty sketchy situations, especially with darkness. It's not that big of a risk at all, but taking on unnecessary risk isn't really advice. It's just risk mitigation thing, I'm gonna guess. What is this? What is that detonator? Oh my! That was pretty cool. I want to see that again. Dead Ringer. Wow. So, bombing through the stage, just tanking through the bombs for now. Oh, uses an earth off the skeleton? That is really cool. I was like, what is she doing? But no, it's Deadringer strats that I don't know about. There's actually so many Deadringer strats aside from the basic 4, which I would say are Lures, Left Side Scoots, Oblivion, and Japanese. Oops. Loot for Ocre, GG's. So yeah, Wooper starting off with an okay build and then just didn't find any damage up and was stuck on 1 damage for like most of the run. GG's. That's pretty rough missing out on like the transmog and what else was there? Yeah, pretty much just the transmog. The transmog was the source of the damage up for Ochre. So, pretty unlucky there that that transmog was so important and Wooper missed out on it. Good evening, Cherwana. Yeah, both races have readied up. Good luck. Have fun. To both racers. Immediate tier 2 cracked wall here. It will be a transmog. No gold for either of the racers, given it was there immediately. Ochre has almost cleared out this bat closet entirely. We'll have enough money. Wooper has done the same. Going for the shovel, which will be a pickaxe. Not really what you want, but you don't really have much of an option because going for the weapon is not advised on 1-1. It's the worst weapon pull in the game. So Ochre going for 2 shovels and will end up on a glass shovel. Not ideal either, but the thing is, both of these racers, if they find the blood shop in 1-2, they can dig it open with these upgraded shovels. That is assuming Ochre is able to keep this glass shovel alive, which she probably will be able to. Oh, Wooper finding an apple. Fighting this red dragon, kind of an unideal spot, making sure to dig to be able to take out the red dragon without too much issue. The leprechaun's running away. Probably should just drop a bomb. Blown up the apple though! Wait, I think they were pinned with that. Oh wait, I'm not sure. Yeah, they were pinned because of that headless skeleton. So Wooper could have picked up the apple and then just hit the leprechaun due to that fortunate skeleton placement. But yeah, I didn't realize that as well. So if you're racing, it's harder to recognize things. So Wooper shopping in the blood shop using the Shrine of Peace to heal completely. Ochre will shop as well, but instead will bomb for a Ring of Peace. So pretty solid play there from Ochre. I mean, Wooper. Wow, their names are so similar, I just realized. From Wooper to recognize that. And given the blood drum is a lot less important if you have the pickaxe, so it's pretty reasonable to forego that. Meanwhile, Ochre finding the Ring of Regen. We'll swap to that. Wooper just passing up on that, just going to the exit instead of going the wrong way to the shop. Yeah. It's a pretty wayward shop there. And Wooper checking purple. Needs a ring to be able to be competitive with Ochre. But unfortunately it will be tomes. Definitely not what they're looking for. Finds an Earth Spell in the arena. And we'll use that to take out the upper mini boss real fast for pretty heckin' quick arena there. A boss shrine is present for Wooper. We'll tap it. I would probably do the same, but it very much depends on the racer. The biggest thing about that damage up is that it prevents you from dropping the beat and then being put in a pretty bad situation because you only have 1 damage on your weapon. So I do like Obsidian +1 quite a bit. It's not only that, it becomes really quick to charge up your Obsidian to have 3 damage, so you aren't really afraid of dropping beats because you can just kill a single enemy and then you'll be up to 3 damage, and that's pretty much all the damage you're gonna need. Tier 3 cracked wall check for Wooper here. It is the food shop. Has a bomb to use, and we'll be able to gluttony 4 full heart containers out of this. So that will bring him up to 10 heart containers. Oh, it takes a pretty big hit from the mushroom there. He's having a pretty rough time with this exit room. Currently no armor. Meanwhile, Ocre has a helmet and quartz armor. But Wooper's managing to maintain the lead, which is solid. Finds Bomb Spell in purple, likely still looking for a ring because Ring of Luck is not all that good. It can definitely help though, if you can nab a ham or something. A good defensive Earth there from Wooper to not have an issue with this blue dragon. Manages to deal with it. Like seeing spell usage. Ocre, meanwhile, tossing the nade over on the food shop. We'll get full heart containers, all 10, completely filled, and has quartz armor to use it with as well. So that is very strong. But yeah, Ocre's doing a very good job at farming without letting their opponent get too far away. Oh, Wooper takes a huge hit from that purple goblin there. At least it wasn't a gray goblin, but yeah, those things still hit very hard, even if they are the weaker variant. Wooper picking up courage. Longsword is one of the easier weapons to use courage with, but courage in general is pretty hard to use as far as rings go, I guess. Because like other rings, you just benefit from them without needing to do anything different. But courage, you actually have to use it. And you don't really have an option not to use it if you don't want it, and you have the ring. It's not like a bunny foot where you can toggle it on and off. So Wooper checking red for some Blast Helm bombs. Oh, seed variants for Ocre. We'll get a Nazar charm instead. Wooper's in a bit of a situation. Going down a half a heart. Finds an empty heart container, which is thoroughly insulting in some ways. Thanks, Crypt. Like, oh yeah, you want hearts? Have an empty heart container. That is rude. Yeah, Wooper is on just half a heart. Needs to be diligent to not take any damage at all. There is cheese though. A bit of salvation for now, but is still unprotected, and Ochre is just running forward with a pretty... Yeah, this is a build for Ochre. This is a really good build. Nope. Wooper finding some armor, which is definitely appreciated, but it's a bit late now, game. Yeah, Ochre's build is fine as is. There isn't really any reason to check shops more. Okay, Wooper finding a magic cheese, which will be effectively, for all intents and purposes, a normal cheese. Goes back down to half a heart though. I knew catch up to Ochre. Meanwhile, Ochre is doing some terraforming here with the Earth spell. Wooper takes dunk there. Yeah. Pretty tough spot with Ochre with such a protected and good build. And yeah, 1 damage courage is hard in general. Double earth for Ochre. Or Deadbringer being dealt with safely and quickly. Yeah. Wooper managed to hang on very well there, though. There's a lot of half-health situations, and they managed to keep it together. Have a blood magic to get unfrozen there from Ochre. Keeping on going. Last hit on the Necrodancer, there it is. GG's. Ochre will take the second point as well. Employing a very farm-heavy strategy. I think overall that was Wooper not being able to find a good ring. There was the ring of peace from the shrine, but Wooper opted to tap the shrine instead, but then on 1-3 right after there's a ring of regen in the wrong direction. And yeah, shopped in the wrong direction. It's fair that you don't check it because the chances are it isn't going to be good. But was unable to find a suitable ring to go against either of those two for a while. Good luck, have fun to both races. Third and final point of the set. Oh, early reset from Wooper. Oh, Wooper rolled that bat. It's fine though, the bat was friendly, thankfully. Ochre seems to be just going. Once he get out of zone 1 pretty quick. Which is fair. Zone 1 isn't gonna do you too many favors. Besides maybe a good blood shop or something. Actually, Zone 1 can do you some great things, but I guess if you were to farm somewhere, maybe a later zone is better. Yeah. Whooper had a lack of protection that Ochre had. And that Ring of Courage came in very late. Alright, shop steal from Ochre. It's not the best shop to steal from, but free items are free. Oh, Ochre choosing between the Torch of Walls and the Transmute spell. And we'll go with the Transmute. Has the compass already, so that was probably the reason why. Otherwise would have went with the Torch of Walls. Meanwhile, Whooper going for the weapon. Oh, we'll get snagged on a bat. And we'll get dunked by the red dragon. Oh, nice gold kill there from Ochre. Not checking black, surprisingly. Checking purple. Yeah, that bat was not friendly at all. Because even if Whooper didn't snag on the bat, it would have made the rest of the arena fight very awkward. Ochre's going for the rapier transmute for an obsidian rapier. Jeez. Not checking black seems to have worked out as Whooper takes another dunk in zone 1. Taking a sec to just recollect themselves. At this point, it doesn't matter how fast you do it, you just want to get out of zone 1. Is what I would say. I don't know what Ochre's trying to do here. Huh. Okay. Kills the red dragon. Spends a bomb to get into the shop. Oh, is probably lining up some shopkeeper things here. Oh, we'll take a pause to wait. I'm slightly confused. I guess lining up the leprechaun milk. I see. So that's why Ochre was positioning that red dragon so oddly, using blood magics in order to get extra transmutes, and will find a Squagus suit. Whooper, meanwhile, tries the red dragon shop steal, but it unfortunately won't work. Bunch of weapons to choose from, but they're all kind of worse than the Obsidian Rapier, which is one of the best weapons. We'll settle on a Ring of Piercing and a Boots of Strength. So this is doing at least 3 damage. Oh, that is Rapier Pain. Parker, meanwhile, is not having a good time. Yeah, really, just get out of zone 1. It doesn't matter how you do it. Well, ideally with high health, I guess. Ochre is using blood transmutes in order to get a potion and then grabs the cookies. Oh, the cookie on the ice, let's go. Saving them beats. So yeah, that's 3 hearts healed. After getting the potion. This is a shopkeeper kill. And Ochre will go for the goo protection, gets a protection shard. What the heck? Ochre has pulled a really good build out of the transmute spell. So like, yeah, that transmute spell has gotten so much value already. Of course, Ochre had to blood transmute a lot, which costs health, obviously. Takes a Telemonkey, is very protected with goo protection and also lots of armor. So, I don't hate that, even though it's pretty unnecessary given her opponent is in Zone 1 still. Wooper, meanwhile, seems to have killed the shopkeeper. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Whooper's on death metal now, as Ochre is pushing pretty hard. But yeah, is pretty much just healing it back up thanks to the Crown of Thorns. So yeah, that was a very good use out of the blood transmutes to get a build. Whooper meanwhile is on Glassjaw. Well, very smooth Dead Ringer fight for Ochre. And has freed the Necrodancer now, so just 4 hits. Mostly worried about Dorian. Oh, Dorian. It's fine, Dorian's well protected. No, Dorian? It's fine. Probably there's like no reason to worry about Cadence, so I could just focus on keeping Dorian alive. Mainly. It's fine. GG's. Okay, taking the set with a 3-0 victory. Pretty rough seat there for Whooper. Has managed to make it out of Zone 1 now, but yeah. Suffered quite a bit of repeat deaths in Zone 1, which is always unfortunate. GG's.